What do you know? We're back at it. Welcome, y'all. We should get right into it today. We just had this month off. We're currently in our first week back. So if you're following along the program, obviously, it's been very much like chill, just kind of waking things back up. Nothing too crazy. So this next week is going to take a little bit of a step up in terms of the volume. So I mentioned this a lot of different times, but obviously where we were in the end of the peak phase where it was just max out, very high intensity. Now we're in the complete opposite. So where the intensity is very low, mostly ones and twos. We got a little three at the test day, but the volume is the highest it's ever been. So we're in uncharted territory here, friends. So we're going to see how this maps out. And just a reminder, the main test for this quarter as a whole for the team is, and I think this is a little bit of even evolution from last week. So, I've been kind of putting some more things together. So the main test is to establish a baseline score for all of the different life attributes. And that, as I'm saying that doesn't seem quite right. Hang on. I got some notes right here. Hold on.
It's been a little while, guys.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk to him, TJ.
Well, first of all, for you all, there's been no drop off. It's been a few weeks. A break for us, but hope your holidays were good. Hope you had some time to rest, relax. We ended off the last cycle with the bang, obviously. Sending it with the heavy, just max out type of deal. But as Nate was saying, we come to this new year, this new cycle, this new quarter with just a much more gentle and wholesome approach. So hopefully you guys have been a little bit rested. You're ready to get back after it, and we're ready to get back to with you all.
Yeah. So forget what I said. What I said though is the result for the year. Okay. So we got a little ahead of ourselves. So the end of this year, the result for this year is to establish a baseline score for all of the different life attributes. So for this quarter, so this is a rest quarter. So the theme of rest is capacity, expanding your capacity and possibility, and really just the art of dreaming. That's something that I feel like in our very, just modern culture, we kind of lose sight of a little bit, just the power of visualizing and just dreaming, just like coming up with possibilities. So many times you go into a dream and it's things that you would, like you're flying or something, like things that wouldn't necessarily happen in your day-to-day life, but we automatically label it. Because it is a dream, we label it as oh, that couldn't happen, that's not possible. But the sole fact that you can even conceive it means that it has a potential. And again, the likelihood of that, there's a difference between possibility and probability. Anything's possible, but not everything is probable. So, but either way, if you limit yourself because you automatically see things as not possible, then you're limiting the potential that you could have. So the whole theme of the rest is expanding possibility, expanding capacity. So from a physical standpoint, for the training program, that has to do with your stability, mobility, and your overall conditioning, which is why the physical test is the tempo overhead squat. That doesn't change. The tempo overhead squat with half your body weight, because that is a representation of your capacity for stability, mobility, and conditioning. Okay? And then I'll start off with this before we get into the actual program. The assignment for this week is to do a journal entry for 10 years into the future. So the assignment for this week that we're currently on is just to create a list of things that are, you're naturally drawn to, the things that you like to do, your hobbies, your passions, interests, whatever those things may be. So now we're going to kind of build on that a little bit. That exercise was just to kind of open things up for you a little bit, just to kind of, get things flowing as far as different possibilities for you. And now we want to put that into practice a little bit, because this is a prep week. So this is a prep week of the rest quarter of the rest year. So prep has to do with intention. So now we want to take those possibilities and we want to create some intention, or we want to take all of the different potentials and choose one, collapsing the potential. That's the intention, okay? So the assignment is to do a journal entry. So you're going to date it for 10 years into the future. So today is the January 7th, 2025. So you're going to date it for January 7th, 2035. And all you're going to do is just, again, allow yourself to dream. Kind of bring a little bit of that child energy of just being playful and allowing yourself to envision different possibilities, even if it doesn't seem likely at all. Just allow yourself to kind of open up to that. But basically, you're just going to map out or journal, essentially like you're at the end of that day and you're just journaling that you just had the most perfect day. And what does that look like for you? So it's like, get detailed with it. When did you wake up? How did you wake up? Where were you at? Where are you living? Who are you with? What are you doing? What are you eating? Like all the different kinds of details that you can come up with. I would invite you just set a timer for 15 minutes, at least to start. You may start, once you get flowing, things will start flowing. Once you kind of open up the door, things start coming out. But at least give yourself a little timer and just let it flow. Okay, so that's the assignment for the week. Journal entry, dated 10 years into the future. You just had your perfect day. It's perfect day journal entry. Okay, so now let's get into the physical side of things, the program. So I want to back off of what we did already, so we can maybe keep a similar theme going. So let me just find that. I know we started this week with the snatch balance
overhead squat.
With the overhead squat. So we've got it's a 5-5-1 for this strength day. So that's 5. So we'll do 5 different exercises, and that's a 5 density. So basically 5 exercises with a lot of time under tension. All right, but not a lot of weight. So let me see if I can pull this up. Yeah, because we're going to have some fun here. Okay, so if we look at the overall theme here, so we got a strength day. It's a prep week. We just came off of a rest week. So really the intention now is to really start to kind of move into more of the, I don't want to call it primary training, because it's not like we're going to be, maxing out, but a slightly more intentional with, okay, what direction that we're heading here. Now remember, the theme of this quarter is capacity for stability, mobility, and conditioning. So that's kind of like the theme that we want to continue to ride with. So in the test is the overhead squat. Okay, so we want to keep that in mind, because obviously that's going to be our gauge of if what we're doing is working and getting better. So either way, we got a lot of room to play. So I think we can just have fun with this. We can just play. So we started off, so we did snatch, balance, overhead squat, 3 position clean deadlift. So it's a strength day. So that means we want to just do the things that we already know that we're good at. Mm-hmm. To get better at them. So I am feeling some kind of, which may be a little later, but some kind of like squat. I mean, we can damn near do, like, incorporate everything. We got 5 different exercises. So what if we started with like a some kind of snatch complex?
Okay.
Keeping the capacity in mind. So what if we did, and again, I'm just kind of like spitballing here. What if we did a snatch deadlift, kind of to your power position, and then we did a hover hang with the tempo. So like 3 seconds down. So you'll do a snatch deadlift, 3 seconds down, hover, and then you'll go.
I'm thinking either snatch pull or like a muscle snatch.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shit ton of density, so we can just do it all. So yeah, so we'll do the hang, and then we'll do snatch pull.
Okay.
And then damn near do it again.
Okay.
And then muscle snatch.
Okay.
And then
So hold on. So snatch, deadlift, hover, tempo down, back up into a snatch pull, back down, tempo
Hover.
again, then
Muscle snatch.
Okay.
I mean, we could just leave it at that. I don't know if you want to, because from there it'd be like, do you want to?
I hear you. Yeah. If from that point, even if it's, I mean, if it's just the bar, if it's like super light, you could still keep the quality high. But like at that point, you might be focusing on too many things at the same time.
So I think so let's just call that an exercise.
I like that. Single leg, one leg snatch pull.
Get the Bosu ball out. But I mean, like literally though, this is the time for all of those different
We're
kinds
calling
of
this a
things.
strength.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a snatch,
Yeah. So snatch deadlift
deadlift.
plus hover, hang, snatch pull.
Dear God.
Yeah, we got a lot of words.
we have 5 exercises.
I had to spill over the back here, so we'll figure it out.
Really? Snatch.
And then maybe in parentheses, put like 3 second ECC, 3 second eccentric. And then plus, so that'd be a hover plus hover hang snatch or hover hang muscle snatch. And then 3 second eccentric.
Here, I gotta.
Okay, he's got it.
Let me see. We can condense this. So we got the snatch. So what I'll do is snatch. We can tighten this up a little bit.
There he is.
He's back in full.
Yep, he's coming. He's coming around.
Snatch deadlift
We're figuring it out.
plus.
We've been here before.
Just hover, snatch, pull, right?
Yeah. There you go.
Hover, snatch, pull.
So what you could do is just do like a little asterisk, and then that'll just mean 3 second eccentric, or
Okay.
maybe
Gotcha.
you already had it, but
Gotcha. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
But what I'll do is, we're only doing the hover pull once, because I was gonna try to like pull. So, okay. This is no way to do that. I was gonna say, hover, snatch, pull, like squared, because you're doing the hover twice, but you're only doing the
Nice.
pull once.
I see where you're going there.
Yeah,
you're
you're gonna have to just do it again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all right.
We took a couple words off.
Times 2 over
Squared.
the square root of.
Yep.
Muscle snatch. Okay, and this, let's say asterisk equals 3 second eccentric.
All right, there's one. Okay, so we did that, and then.
Oh, we need the sets in like this.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it's gonna be.
Because it's five density. So is the time under tension going to count for the 5? Because
So it kind of like bleeds into each. So we could just say, it could be like 5 reps. So 5 time under tension would be like 5 minutes plus. That's what a 5 means.
oh,
So, and I honestly, because again, we don't see this often, so I think we should stay true to it. So we've got 3 exercises here. We're essentially doing 3 things.
Yes.
So I think we should do that. So it should be 5 sets of, 3 of the 1+1 plus 1.
That's not that bad.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's
Yeah, I don't
three
think
reps,
it's, yeah.
3 reps
Not
isn't
terrible,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that, I mean,
I know where you're going with that. You're talking about 5 minutes. I was like, what are you? I was like, what are you talking about? That's not that bad because just pick it up. Boom, control. Yeah, you can do that 3 times and be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Especially out of 1, like it's gonna be probably pretty light, but nah, you can do it.
it's not too bad.
Cool. So how then am I denoting the sets?
So you do like 5 by 3 parentheses 1 plus 1 plus 1 out of 1.
All right, and then we have 4 more exercises to put on this one day.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure this out. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, so we did snatch. So I feel like I'm feeling some kind of like from the hip.
Okay.
Maybe. So we'll do So snatch. So power snatch
From the hip.
from the hip.
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
I think we should do power snatch from the hip and then plus full snatch from the hip
Okay.
plus some extra overhead squats.
Okay, so power snatch, boom, go right down. Full snatch, boom, and then keep it high and then go to
And
overhead.
then 3 extra overhead squats.
Look, listen. If you were wanting more volume, if the end of
Heard
last
y'all
year,
bitches complaining.
if the end of last year was enough reps for you, you are getting everything you ever. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. All right, here we go. So that's another. It doesn't matter what we call it, I guess.
Yeah, just strength. Technically maybe that'd be technique and then strength, but yeah, it really at this point it's just
all
the
the same.
intention behind it.
Sure. So let's see. Power snatch. Hip plus snatch from.
And so as he's writing that, so a big emphasis on this exercise is really the timing. So when you do the power snatch, usually it's a little easier to feel that stick. And so ideally after the power snatch, when you go to do the full snatch, try to mimic the same timing. So you should feel that stick right at the bottom.
So it's gonna be every single set for the 5 density. We're gonna do
Yeah, it'll
5
just
by
be
1 plus 1 plus 3.
Yes.
Okay. 5 by 1 plus 1 plus 3
times 5.
to the power.
Okay, there's 2. All right, so now let's do some clean work. So let's do. Let me see.
We've done from the hip. We've done a hover type of movement. So maybe the clean stuff will be from the floor. You think?
Well, I almost feel like we can do a similar theme here.
Okay.
So if we do clean deadlift, hover into a.
You want to do the same. I hear what you're saying about having the same concept, but you want to do both of those in the same day, or you want to maybe move the clean thing to, because I feel like typically we'll do like a complex, like the complex we do for a snatch, we don't do the same complex for the clean the same day. We might do something similar like on a specific day or like on like another day, but you feel like it's gonna be too. I'm just thinking about already the volume, and I just thinking about the stimulus, like, by the time they get done with 5 sets and 5 sets, and then all right, okay, let's do the same thing, 5 words. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
That's my only thought process is that.
I know, because I think normally that would be the direction, but it just seems like with these days, and then I think even when we get to this specific day, it'll make more sense, because it's almost like if this is a strength day, you just do everything. It's like if you had a leg day, where it's just like all you're doing is just blasting your legs that day, and then the next day, it's like chest day. So it kind of seems like that. But I hear what you're saying, definitely, because we usually it's we'll kind of space things out.
You definitely can still do, and at this intensity, I feel like it would be the time to do that if ever.
Yeah.
It's like if you have a light ass bar or just dimmer the bar, you can do that and not really beat you up that bad if you're doing, even if you're doing 5 sets of it. But just,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So I mean, so we did snatch, and we did that. Yeah, I mean, it feels like it'd be all right. So
Well,
like, what are you
Okay,
thinking?
so like, just
so like clean deadlift, and then hover, clean pull,
Okay.
and then down hover, and then power clean.
Power clean, okay.
Yeah, muscle clean.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm not like a big fan of those.
Power cleans are, I think, a little more transferable than.
Yeah.
That's fair. And then like overhead squat. Well, I guess you wouldn't. Not overhead squat. I mean, not front squat, but we didn't do squats in that one. We finished with the muscle snatch, so it would finish with the power clean. Then.
Yeah. So I think we could just do that, and then we'll do the fourth exercise as like a probably like front squat plus push press plus power jerk plus jerk type deal.
We're running out of space here.
Well, what we could do if we needed to is we'll just flip it around.
Oh,
So maybe we can get one more exercise on here, and then if we need to, we'll just spill into the other side.
we'll call you a technique because I'm just gonna mix it up now, and we'll go. All right, then. So we'll go clean deadlift plus over clean pull. Plus
Hover power clean. And then we'll keep the 3-second eccentrics.
So we'll just put this asterisk line again and just we don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Taylor, she'll figure it out.
she'll know what it means.
Okay. So yeah, we'll flip this. So if you unscrew this, you should just be able to flip. Yeah,
Oh,
I think we got room.
watch that.
All right, perfect. Okay. Day 1 continued.
Be the longest week ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just, it's this day. Well, with Monday is like just all the volume, and then it kind of like,
I think Tuesday.
then it picks up, yeah,
Tuesday's
Tuesdays.
4-4.
Yeah,
So
all right. All week. All right. So,
for after 5-5. It's gonna be like.
hey, we in it now, boys. Boys and girls.
That's what you asked for. All right, so we got 2 more.
Yep. So we'll do, we'll do front squat. Yeah. Okay, front squat plus, so 3 of those. So front squat plus push press plus power jerk plus jerk.
Push.
Just doing everything.
Every imaginable exercise we could do. Plus jerk. Okay, so
So that'll be a 5 sets of 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1.
this man is coming for your life, guys. You said you wanted volume, right?
Yeah, we getting what we want.
3 plus 1 plus, Jesus, 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1. Yeah. Add a 1.
There we go. All right, so we got one more. So we'll do like a let's get creative here. Bosu ball single leg. So I'm thinking like, like a squat, but at the same time it feels like it wants to be more. Yeah, we do more squat.
Bro, yeah, bro.
Or we could do like it doesn't have to be like a. That's tough. That's tough.
I mean, are we looking for it to be still another main move or like an accessory type movement?
I want it to be both.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of we can do barbell, rear foot elevated,
Okay.
single leg squat,
Yeah, okay.
and then we can superset that with. It's tough. Okay, so we do this leg, and then I'm also trying to think like just practicality wise.
I hate when you make. I hate you have that look on your face. It's okay.
I'm thinking like a sled row type. You know what I'm saying?
In the same position?
Well, like a superset.
Oh, okay.
Because I was also thinking like, okay, we did a lot of legs. I want something more dynamic. That's still, you know, a little.
It's been all legs all day.
I know. Well, that's why I was trying to like think of like how to, you know, we'll get some upper body in there too.
Okay.
Unless we just, well, I think we should have both. I think it should be, if we do this, that's, you know, unilateral legs, and then we need to superset that with some kind of dynamic upper body thing.
Okay, so hear me out then. I know you love sled rows, but I think by the time, especially since they're loading up the quads on that split squat, obviously it's going to be super glute and quad heavy going into the sled. So hear me out. What if we set up you could do, I guess, wherever you want, but like over like where like the CrossFit area is, like where the rubber floor is, you have the box set up and your barbell set up for the split squats, and then you have a med ball, and you can go, as soon as you get done with your split squats, you go get the med ball, and you do like either like a power, like a chest pass to the wall, or like a chest pass into the ground. Because then like you're still recruiting like, you know, the whole body system, core obviously, but then you're finishing off with the dynamic upper body like you were saying.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then we can do it for reps.
Exactly, because then like you're right, because then you don't have to worry about like, okay, I gotta go get this, like, it's right there, boom, 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 I got your reps, each leg, go over there, right away, pick up the med ball, and then you can either, like I said, like against the wall, or you can do it like boom, towards the ground, whichever way we,
Yeah.
How's that sound?
I've never done it that way. That'd be interesting. We can fuck around with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So we'll do shit ton of reps with those.
Okay. That's good. All right. Let's, so whatever, doesn't matter what we call it at this point. But we'll say superset.
Yeah.
So we got rear foot elevated
Split squat.
split squat plus med ball power slam, or we'll call it a power press, whatever.
Okay.
Because then whether we decide the floor or the wall in front of you, then because you could, if it's the floor, you can do rapid fire. If it's the wall, you have to like kind of like wait and like reset.
I kind of like the floors. It kind of reminds me, you know, kind of like the push-up.
Yeah.
Where and especially if you're doing reps.
Yeah, for sure. You can literally sit there and just.
Because I'm thinking we can either do, because it's going to be. I almost want to do this kind of like continuous.
Like an AMRAP.
Yeah. So what if we did like 5 minutes?
No, it's on the other side.
5 minutes. We did 5 minutes.
5 minute AMRAP, you're saying?
Yeah. 5 minute AMRAP. Come on, Liddy. Because I'm thinking like we need at least, because this is going to be 2 sides.
Yeah.
So
Alternatively, if you only want to keep, just from like a side perspective, if you wanted to do the like a side toss, so that you keep it like, you know, left right, because obviously then the
well,
time.
I do like this.
I do like that a lot too,
Yeah.
but I'm just thinking if you were trying to keep it even. From
Okay.
Like I'm trying to think, because you really can't speed unless you only did like a couple of reps for the split squats to make it a little faster. But you could. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Well, I was gonna say you could do like one leg press, other leg press, one leg press, other leg, and just kind of alternate. Yeah.
So you're saying like do one split squat and then both feet press, then go back into it. Is that what
Well,
you're
it'd be like maybe like 5. So maybe
okay.
like
Yeah,
5,
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5,
Boom,
10,
boom, boom. Okay.
5,
Yeah, okay.
10,
Okay.
5,
Yeah.
10, and just bang them out for 5 minutes.
Okay, so these two, boom, boom. So we'll just call it a
There you go.
5 by 10 by 5. I'll say alternating.
Nice. 5 minutes straight. Perfect.
That's
All right.
That's day one.
Half hour for day 1. There you go. All right. Here we go. Keep it continued. So that was day 1. Now we're on day 2. We're sailing now. So this is the specific day. So last time we did or I guess this week, which we're doing today actually. We're recording this on Tuesday. So squat jerk plus overhead squat, SATs press with the duck walk. Okay.
Yeah, and I was gonna, I was gonna ask for the duck walk over the head for the 4. Is it just you just do like 1, 2, 3, 4? Like how are you?
I think the way that we mapped it out was like 3 steps going back, like 3 consecutive steps.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3.
So 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 2, 3 is 1. You do that 4 times.
Let's do this side. Yeah, 2, 4 plus 4 each. Oh yeah. So it'll be 4 steps. So like
1,
4
2,
straight.
3, 4 is 1.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3, 4 backwards is 2.
No, that's 1. 4 plus 4 is 1. So
Okay.
8 steps total.
Got it. It's 1 rep.
Okay. So specific. All right. So we took care of a lot of shit on day 1. We have hit a lot of bases there.
For sure.
Keeping in mind the test.
That's fair.
Okay. So
Because honestly, by the time you get to the test, you're only doing one thing. So
Yeah.
like, honestly,
it's like,
it makes
you're
it-
doing the majority of the work.
Monday, Tuesday are gonna be like, if you're on 5 days, it's gonna be like a lot. But then you progressively it slows down as you go.
And keep in mind, we do have an accessory day. So, that's for like all the, the rows and the accessory shit, all the other shit.
Right.
Specific. So again, if we're thinking, okay, stability, mobility, capacity, specific to the test. Okay. We did squat jerks. So I'm honestly thinking we did a lot of like really broken down movements here. So what if we did power snatch? Trying to think. We did that. What was it? The power snatch plus the snatch balance.
You've done that.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, like, you already have power snatch from the hip.
Yeah.
And snatch from the hip. I was thinking, just ping pong this back and forth. Since today, Monday was so PC breaky uppy, but you're still kind of like getting like, down to all the elements of the movements. But I create some variations, so maybe something from like a deficit or from like a box or like no feet. You know what I'm saying? Something that's like it kind of like changes up the tempo from like you're doing it normally just in broken pieces versus like again like from a deficit or like, oh, this is from a box or like, well, I guess you're already doing stuff from a hang, so you don't have to worry about maybe the box, but like, you know what I mean, or like you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also thinking, because that's the thing too, going into this year, is we are going to be getting into, like, it's not just going to be solely the Olympic lifts.
Yeah.
It's like the
That's a good point.
squat, bench, deadlift.
That's a good point.
So just keeping that in mind as well.
Very Olympic day for day 1.
Yeah. So, and again, the test, we got 4 things, and we got the weakness day. So maybe we actually could bench on this day. We could bench on this day. Start throwing that back in there. Okay, so cover deficit. Doing like a low block snatch.
Okay.
Again, like just we can do high reps on it, but like keep it simple because it's specific day. But still, because like you said, we took a lot of stuff from the floor, so just have a little bit of that variation to it. So yeah, we do low block snatch.
Like that?
Low block. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And yeah, we probably just do 4x4. We had a 1, and then I think we could just go into like just straight cleans.
Okay. Yeah.
Cleans.
So like straight clean. You said.
Well, like from the low blocks.
Okay, gotcha.
Low block clean.
Gotcha.
Okay. I did low block snatch, low block clean. Whoops. Okay. So we did good amount of jerk work on Monday, but it still feels, because that's the cool thing too, when the intensity is so low, even if it is high volume, it's like you can still you can do the same shit every day, because it's not like you're necessarily overtaxing yourself. It's it's like practice. You're just practicing things.
But I hear you with that. I'm just thinking, I'm wondering if the big scheme of it, if the big picture, right, is about capacity and like obviously expanding. I'm thinking though, like, I mean, it's a specific day, so that makes it a little bit challenging. Because like we kind of low-key made the strength day like kind of specific. If you think about it, like it's all like it's like very technique heavy, very time. You know what I mean? Versus strength. I think at least when I think of strength, I'm thinking of like like much more. Not even necessarily weight, but like less technical, more just like I'm throwing like it's like a heavy squat, like a heavy press, heavy hinge, those kind of things. But it feels like we did a lot of the specific type of stuff today. Yeah. But again, like you said, with it being ones, we can get away with it for now. And then obviously as we ramp it up, it'll get strength. This probably won't look like this, like going forward into the future as this number goes up and these numbers go down. So I'm like, we haven't cleaned. So I think I'll meet you there and think, hey, I agree. I think cleans from the block sounds good. And then from here, you're talking about jerks. But as long as maybe that fourth exercise is either like a more like big mover or like a more like capacity heavy. You know what I mean? Like we did that nice. I like the conditioning set, the little like AMRAP at the end, but like more shit like that, more dynamic ass, like, whether it's multi-directional lunges or it's fucking like, just more shit that's gonna like help cover the base. We have accessory day, but like, that's at the end of the week and it's like, it's 3, so whatever. But anyway.
Yeah, no, and I agree. And part of kind of, what I'm working on right now is, because ideally we should have like a like a list almost of like, which I've been working on, but it's still, taking a little bit. It was like, here's all the exercises that are just the core exercises that are going to help make this thing better.
Yeah.
And then from there, we can see like, okay, what are the strengths relative to that? What are the weaknesses relative to that? Because even still, we're still kind of like, we're guessing. We're still throwing shit out there. But either way, it's going to work either way you go.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, because I agree. Like when I'm imagining this program, especially where we're at right now, I am imagining more like, okay, we got conditioning, more dynamic stuff going on.
But you're right in that we do need, because that's the thing is, I can't see the camera. Oh. By the end of the last cycle, we kind of were like, yeah, guys, your form isn't really going to improve that much because like we're already doing heavy shit. Like this is the work that's going to allow our form and our technique to improve, like tempo, hovers, like these things are what we need to be doing. But again, just trying to get it all, like trying to get like this like very technical, specific stuff, but also like, but also my capacity, like my imbalances, my, things that like my tightness, my soreness, my compensations, like rest, and which is why exactly it's a 1, because there's no way we could do this at like a 3 or a 4 and still do all the corrective shit that we're trying to do still. So I think as long as we're covering those bases, we can do this. And like, because it's gonna, as we go forward from year 1 to 2 to like, by the end, realistically, you lock this in, guys, and we take this approach the way that we can, the way that we're going to, by the next year 4, like, it's like, if you take the time and get the shit done that you need to get done, like now, and address the things that need to be addressed, you will the sky is the limit. So, but this is good. We can leave that, and we'll just kind of like keep that stuff in mind going to the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think in lieu of the jerk, we can and keeping in mind what you just said is we could do like just some kind of overhead press or some variation of that. Even like damn near. Like wall balls. That's a press and that'll blow your shoulders up real good. I think we should, like, before we'll have some kind of like how we did on day 1, some kind of blend at the end, but maybe something, because it is a specific day, something like that meets everything in the middle here. 'Cause we did some squats, and I mean, yes, you could say that these were deadlifts, but I almost feel like we should do like just like a deadlift, like just a. The only thing is, because the intensity is so low, like that's the thing, when the intensity is this low, the strength movements,
It's hard.
they're not necessarily would be as effective.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's like, okay, I did 4 reps with the bar, like, all right.
Yeah.
But I think if we play around with the way that we do them, again, whether it's like with tempo or things like that,
Yeah.
which even just saying that, so what if we did like I mean, we did snatch deadlift with that's eccentric tempo.
We've already, okay, what do you think about, only because we've already done like the hinge motions,
Yes.
like in the form of like a conventional or maybe even a sumo deadlift, maybe like you do like trap bar, whereas like it's not as much of a strain, and like you can, it's tough because like you are kind of squatting more, but I'm just thinking if I'm like, it would be a little easier to load it and then like easier to maybe like kind of like control that space versus like we've already done this motion like so many times, but you know, what do you think? I don't know. Just spitballing.
I was thinking, like, when you said that, it made me think of like jumps, a little bit more dynamic.
Okay.
Which then made me think of thrusters.
Okay, like barbell or like dumbbell thrusters.
I think for specificity's sake, barbell.
Okay.
Barbell thrusters.
Okay. It's like when you squat and then you push it over your
Yeah.
head. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Like that.
And we should superset that with burpees.
He switched up on y'all, bro.
Hey, you didn't think I could be like this. You thought I was all just snatch and clean and jerk, huh?
Superset. I'm here for it though. So, so this is a superset right now.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just whatever.
It's specific enough.
Specific enough.
Yeah, let me see. You're doing these.
Okay. So super. Barbell thrusters.
Yeah, for your right burpees. Let's just
Plus burpees.
one thing. Okay, so you do the thrusters. Do those. I'm
10 plus.
just slightly questioning the burpees. I'm just to optimize, like.
I hear you.
It's like I almost want some kind of like.
No, honestly, because I feel like everything's already been very
Yeah.
like linear, very sagittal. Haven't done any like frontal plane. So I'm like, and I'm a burpee guy. I love burp. I think they're great movement. But I think in this specific situation, because you're already doing something linear,
Yeah.
maybe like, you know, like those lateral bounds you like, or lateral lunges, or like
Yeah.
Cossack squat, whichever of those you think. But like even yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm also thinking, because we did, because I want to really like make sure this is well rounded in the sense of like,
Yeah.
because Olympic lifting is just like, yes, you know, your upper body is going to get strong, but it's like you're not necessarily targeting your upper body a lot. It's very, very legs.
Yes.
Thrusters, you know, a little bit of both, but I think some kind of like frontal upper body, dynamic.
So you could, let me see, frontal upper body. I mean, I just think about like cable, or I mean, we just did something with the ball. And we could do like a lateral ball slam, like a rotational type of like ball, or even like a landmine, right? Like do like you know, one of those. I'm trying to think about how it would go. Maybe like you start neutral and you come like down on one side. And then you rotate, kind of like rotate, like.
Oh, so the landmine rotation.
Yeah, because then we're getting rotation in, and then that's also front. I mean, you working all of that. Like if you're like shifting, coming like down, but like maybe your eyes stay forward, almost kind of like a chop to an extent. But then you can come back up to the top. I say forward, but you're just like going through that whole range. Like you're going into that frontal plane and like getting some rotation as well. I'm trying to think what else you could do.
I don't know. I'm imagining. I don't know if this is a thing or not, but it's like a single arm.
You could. They do. I've seen it in CrossFit. They do like single arm like dumbbell split jerks. But that's not really frontal though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You could. You like those. You like. Oh, at Burn though, I've seen they do like.
I was saying like the landmine.
Oh, the landmine.
But it could be dumbbell too. I was just.
I've just seen them. I've seen them mix movements and well, I guess it wouldn't be frontal with the lower body, but they'll do like a lateral lunge and they come up and do like. It's like they'll do like a clean, like a dumbbell clean. So they'll go like lateral lunge, then pop it up into a clean, which is like, you know what I'm saying? That type of movement. But I like the, this is, you guys see, it's good though. I'm like, what do you?
It's opening up the doors. Yeah, because I'm just trying to think. You're just doing this. So you just got done doing this. Your legs are a little toasty. Shoulders are a little toasty.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't necessarily want to press more. It's like you want to do more like a lateral and a pull. I'm trying to think of like almost kind of like supplementing or complementing a barbell thruster. Because a thruster, you're doing this.
Squat into a press.
So it's something more of like a this.
Yeah, I mean that makes me think of that. What I was saying, like that lateral lunge into a, like as you stand back up and you clean it. With
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Because then here and then like you're snatching it up, boom, there.
Yeah,
you use
so
like kettlebell,
I'll show you right here. So
dumbbell.
Okay, so you go. So you got the dumbbell here. It'd be opposite. Yeah. So you're lunging into the opposite side. So if I'm using my left hand, I'll lunge into my right side, and then a lateral lunge, and then you step into the clean.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Fuck it.
I like it. So the thrusters plus.
It's like
You
a
use
lateral.
kettlebells or dumbbells?
Probably dumbbells are probably easier just because there's more.
Dumbbell. Lateral lunge. With clean. You do that for time or?
Yeah. Okay. So 4-4. It's a 1. So we'll do. Yeah, I think it should be at some time. I like the time. So the 4 would be 3.5 to 5 minutes. Time under tension. Come on, baby. And this is going to be alternating, right? Or well, you're going to do one side.
Yeah, you would do one side at a time.
Yeah.
You would alternate.
So maybe reps, but maybe we can play with the rest. So maybe we'll do we'll do 10 and 5 per side.
Okay, I like that. How many rounds?
We'll do 4 rounds with 30-second rest. Seems all right.
It's good.
All right.
All right.
Cool. Well, that's 3. One more. So we did some snatches, and we did some cleans, then we did thrusters, and we supersetted that with the lateral lunge. And now, like, I damn near just want to like do some, just like some basic conditioning shit.
You could do you do like a run row, or just like a run, or just a row. You could do something like something with a sled.
So yeah, well, like
Higher stuff.
a run. Well, I think we can also incorporate like some kind of corrective exercise So I think. Let me see if you do. Well, I guess we do that there too. Yeah, maybe do that there. Okay. See, I like run. We should definitely run. And we can run on the turf, and we can do X amount of laps.
Okay.
And then when we come back, so it's like we'll do a run, and then like as a rest, we'll do. It's almost like a. What would be a more like a version of a plank, but maybe a little bit more holistic.
Handstand. Like feet up against the wall. You know what I mean? Well, it's a holistic, but that's not. That's maybe a little extreme, I guess.
I think the med ball pikes, or the Swiss ball pike.
Holding it in the pike or doing pikes?
Doing the pike with the tempo
Oh.
as
Okay.
rest.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you'll start in a push-up position, feet on the ball, and then maybe like 3 seconds into the the pike,
2 seconds back down.
and then 3 seconds back down.
Okay. Let's flip this over.
Okay.
Okay, so we're saying,
So run.
we'll call it conditioning.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm running. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 laps. Yeah.
How many laps is down and back or just
Yeah.
down?
Down and back.
How many laps?
Do 5 laps. And then we'll do 5 reps of the tempo pike. 'Cause that's 3, 3, so that's 6, that's 30 seconds. Yeah. That should be all right. And just continuous.
3, 3.
Yeah. 3-3 tempo. Maybe a 3-3-3 tempo. So you'll pause 3 seconds.
Times 5.
And then 4 rounds of that. Continuous. Perfect. Let me pause this one.
Day 2.
Pew! Day 3. Come on now. We should be smooth sailing now. Gosh dang. Okay. All right. So we just did a lot of that. We've done squats. I feel like this day, because we haven't done, we've done a lot of squats.
Yeah.
But like a bench and a deadlift.
Yeah.
And we've also done already, like these first 2 days is just hella, conditioning and hella stuff.
Volume.
So I feel like this one we could just get a little bit of that, just more conventional feel.
For sure. So you're looking just
And that's what I think. I think the weakness and the strength can kind of be like the words can kind of trip you up a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause I think a lot of times the weakness is actually doing more of the strength movements.
Okay.
Because it's like, and again, it depends on the person, because it depends on what your weaknesses actually are. But for the amount of technical stuff that we do, it's like you want to get stronger, which in a sense the strength is the weakness, because if you get like that could be the limiting factor. You know what I'm saying? Like, because your technique gets to a certain point, but if you're only squatting 300 pounds, you're not going to be able to snatch more than you squat.
Yeah.
So it's like you squat 600 pounds. So in a sense, like the strength becomes the weakness.
Yeah.
But if you get stronger, then yeah. Either way, feels like it's what's coming through here. We'll find any way to spin it. All right, so we'll do bench. Ooh, hang on now. Said we weren't going to do power lifting. So it's a 2. We'll double that. So we'll do 2 sets of a 4. 2 by 4 out of 2. So you can put a little bit of weight on, but it's should be more technical. And we'll do same thing with the deadlifts. And I would For where we're at right now, just stick with conventional deadlifts. Well, as we continue, we'll get a little more specific on the sumo versus the conventional, and then what's right for you and the lever, you know, all that fun stuff. But for now, just stick to the conventional. The technique will run the same way that we did.
Just bar work.
Yeah, just bar work, full movements. We're getting cozy tonight, boy. Guess what, guys? This is big news. Breaking news. We have heat in the house. It's a big day. Just literally while we're watching this, while we're making this video. Okay, accessory. So this, I feel like, just, you know, hypertrophy, still being mindful of the test and the overall theme of what we're doing. And I think before we get this, let's just kind of look back and let's ask ourselves, like, okay, if we did all this work, do we feel like this is going to improve? And I feel like the answer is yes.
I agree.
So like 3-3, yeah, because okay, cool. So we're on the right track. Okay, so accessory. So, let me see. Well, what are you thinking?
I agree with like, because I feel like we've done a lot of volume with like the, you know, more, compound type movements, and then done a lot of conditioning. I haven't really. I would say it was a mixture of hypertrophy, survival, but like also like a little more, maybe a little corrective stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So what would be like if we started it out with kind of a big bang
I think.
hypertrophy, like, you know, kind of like bodybuilding, which could even potentially incorporate a little bit of whether it's like powerlifting or Olympic lifting, or even like strongman, honestly, like, you know, like a big, like a compound movement that is geared towards the hypertrophy. Stones?
Yeah, I love it if stones, and I want to do stones, but I'm wondering if stones are scalable for like all of our,
it's a tough one.
all of our members.
Yeah.
Because how heavy is the lightest stone?
I think like 65 pounds.
Okay.
It could be stone slash sandbag.
Okay. So like.
So stone
carry
over.
or like a.
All right, thank you.
A carry or like a toss over like the little thing.
Like set up the yoke,
Okay.
just over the yoke.
Over the yoke. So
Yeah.
Like okay. Sandbag slash stone. I mean, would you call that hypertrophy though? It seems like functional, which is great. But like, is that like?
Yeah, it's tough.
Is that like a hypertrophy type of thing?
Strongman blows you up, that's for sure. But yeah, I see where you're going there. But I feel like either that or along those lines where it's like it is a compound like functional.
I think it could definitely be one of the accessories that we do that day. But I'm saying like, I'm trying to think. It either should be like the first thing we do because it's going to require, I think, the most muscle recruitment.
I mean, that's definitely what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. As the first thing we do, I think I'm good with that. I would say that makes sense. So stone slash sandbag.
Mm-hmm. Shit, sign me up for this program, G.
I get to do this. This is what we doing. Okay, so how are we?
So this one I think we should do, so we'll do 3 sets, and so let's see, 1 is 0 to 30 seconds, 2 is 30 seconds to a minute 30. I think it should be 90 seconds straight.
3 sets of 9 seconds.
Yeah, 3 rounds, 90 seconds straight. That's hypertrophy, boy.
3 times 90.
That'll pop your bicep real quick. Okay, cool. So we do that. Your shit's already blown up.
You're literally gonna be done.
So that's done.
3 seconds after 3 sets of 90 seconds.
It's out of 1 though. Don't forget. So like keep that in mind.
So okay, I hear that. So when you do this, are you gonna do like a bag or a stone?
I feel like maybe the lightest stone is what I would.
65 pounds is not that heavy, realistically.
Yeah.
Like for us,
It's just gonna add up. Yeah. I feel like I would do the
90
lightest
seconds.
stone.
It's like okay.
'Cause that's the thing too, like
Right.
with the intensity wise, we've talked about this before with like running and sprinting, is like you can kind of gauge the intensity too with your pace.
I like that.
Of
That's
it. So it's more of like, we're strolling through a park, like, okay. Oof.
fair. I like that.
Okay. All right. Damn, we're getting toasty in here. All right. So next one. So now we did that. So your back's already blown up. Your ass is blown up. So now let's do like more. We hadn't really done any upper back kind of direct work.
So like either like
So we should do.
slap pull downs,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally always feel like, there's a time to do pull downs, but I feel like pull ups are always going to be like, kind of like leg press versus squats. Like there's a time to do leg press, and like it's not like a bad movement, but like I think the pull up is just a more functional movement.
Yeah, it's more versatile. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean, the way that I look at it is like, and I learned this from Paul Chek, is you look at, closed chain versus open chain.
Yeah.
So like the, pull-ups are a closed chain, and then the pull downs are open chain. So it just, again, it kind of just, the sequencing of recruiting is just slightly different, whether it's a closed or open chain, which is why I kind of use them interchangeably. But again, like practically from just clinically speaking, I haven't seen that much of a difference.
Right.
As like, but I think pull-ups are.
But I feel like we won saying that, but we also haven't done pull ups for like a long time.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're already moving through space a lot. Like there's already a lot of movement through space, a lot of controlling your own body weight. Like it might be nice to just like sit the fuck down, and just rep out some pull down.
And that's kind of, and I think the vibe of like the bodybuilding feel, where just get a pump in, like more just,
For sure.
strictly.
For sure.
Okay.
I'm good with that. So we're gonna do that as like a superset with something else, or like as its own?
Yeah, we should do like pull down. Lat. Oof.
Pull down.
Yeah, lat pull down, and I think, I don't know, for some reason I'm imagining doing the lat pull over.
Double lat.
Yeah,
Lat,
like lat, and then like kind of like just a back superset kind of thing. So like lat, and then like a rear fly or even a one arm row, like.
What if we, only because it would involve lats, but also chest and shoulders as well, what about if we did like either like a check press, like an Arnold press? Because then like you're still getting that extension, still working the lats, but the top.
I like
Arnold
that.
Press.
Let's do the Arnold press.
Okay.
I like that.
Cool. Press Arnold.
Nathan, I'll see you later.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good one, man.
We'll see you. Nice
See
to
ya.
meet you.
You
See
too.
Yes, sir.
See you guys. Have a good one.
Get nice and toasty in here. All right, so that'll be 2. So we'll do 2 rounds of that, and we'll do this for time 2. So 3.
3 or 2? You said 2.
Well, 2. Yeah, but I'm saying a 3. What is
Okay.
a 3?
Oh,
So
gotcha,
2
gotcha.
rounds
Gotcha.
of I think 90 seconds. Just pump that bitch up. Just pump it up.
Oh, you guys are about to blow up.
Man, my lats I'm already feeling it now. Just thinking about it. All right. So we did the sandbag. Your lats, your shoulders are blown up. So some kind of corrective just to finish. I think Honestly, just the that Big Bang, I fucking love that thing. The supine lateral ball roll.
Love the supine lateral ball roll. For sure. I'm here for it. It covers a lot of ground. Cover a lot of ground. I like the for next time. I
I was
like
saying
the
we
ball
could
roll.
maybe superset with this with something, but
I like the one where you like twist on the ball
Oh,
too.
yeah.
That one's so good. But the ball roll, like they're both. I mean, do similar things in that like you're obviously engaging the lower body, engaging that core, a lot of anti-rotation.
yeah.
So
Well, since you brought that up, I am thinking because we haven't done like core or like abs, which I feel like if we're in this mode, because we've done a shit ton of extension.
yeah.
So I also think like some flexion,
Okay.
which maybe you could superset that. So like supine lateral ball roll.
You could get the ball, put it by the GHD, and do like lateral ball roll, then do the GHD afterwards.
Okay, yeah, let's do
So
that.
do like, get for time or whatever, and then go up and thing, and then do the little, because we're doing the pikes already, which is like
Yeah, that's
the
some-
opposite.
It's like kind of-
versus like the actual like extension. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So that way, and then we're getting the rotation with the ball roll. So, but muff.
I like that. Hey, let's roll. Come on now. Come on now.
Supine lat ball roll
I'm charged up.
plus GHD,
The boy.
and then reps and
I damn near did the same shit. 2 round, 90 seconds. Fuck them.
he's saying fuck you guys. By the way,
Which is also, I'm doing the program too, so.
fuck all of us.
It's like, fuck me, man.
All right,
And then
it's
we
time.
conclude.
It's time.
Yeah, this is like it's cool because this is like a different way of thinking than what we were doing. So it's kind of stretching us in a different capacity here, for sure.
Flipping us on our bellies.
Whoa!
taking us from behind now. Just changing positions. It's the same deal.
It's just laying the same pipe. Only so many positions, y'all.
And it's an AMRAP.
Yeah.
Overhead.
Man, I just had to pee. Something fierce came out of nowhere.
Overhead squat. 3 by 3 by 3 tempo.
Hey. Now that everything's already destroyed.
Now that we're feeling very optimal right now. 50% body weight.
Yep. That's it, y'all. Okay. Not much else to say here. I don't know if you have any parting words for our friends, but let's
Hey,
just give them a little gander.
be
Oops. Oh yeah. Forgot. Yeah, there you go.
big arrow.
We needed that.
Get a look.
Well, here, flip this over for a sec. Whoa! Take a screenshot and now flip it back.
Hey, you. It's funny.
I'm gonna hop off, y'all, because I gotta pee real bad. TJ's gonna close us out, though.
I will close it out.
Talk
for
to
you
him.
guys.
Talk to him. Peace.
We
Love you all.
You know, we are often given the opportunity
Can you hear
to
me?
pursue the things that we want, and it's easy to get caught up and think that we don't have something, or we're missing something, or that something's not present with us currently. But oftentimes, it's the way it's supposed to be. We're finishing that last cycle, the last few months before the cycle ended. Obviously, we're just not a lot of volume, but very heavy, very intense. And now it is the opposite of that. It is the most volume and the lowest intensity that's probably ever going to be. But it all has its purpose. It all ebbs and flows at the right time. So I hope that in your personal life, especially in your personal life, as you navigate coming to this new year, hopefully with some new energy, some resurgence, hopefully a little bit of rest at least, you're able to recognize that you're right where you're supposed to be. Don't be so caught up in thinking that you're not where where you're supposed to be and that you're on the right track. Keep showing up. All right, y'all. Love you. We'll see you later. Have a good one. I'm gonna stop this thing. Oops. I think you're still recording.